What up, everybody? You're now tuned into Candid Conversations. I'm your host, Brandon Lampley, back today with another live stream. I got my brother Sean Taylor here with me. But before we get into all of that, I just got to say one thing. Roll damn Tide, man. Oh my goodness. I turned the game off. I turned it off. It was 10-3. I turned it off. I was like, man, we done. We can't move the ball. These dudes come back, score, going overtime, and beat them. I say, man, you got to be kidding me, man. Heart of a champion, man. Heart of a champion. Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
So how
man.
you feeling today, my brother?
I'm I'm tired, but I'm here, bro. Tired, but I'm here.
Tired, but you're here. I
Yeah,
feel
man.
you, my brother.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
today, for y'all who you see the title. We're talking about it's basically a continuation of a previous show that we had, where we talked about living your life by other people's narrative. And at the end of that show, I said, be prepared for the hate. And we're going to expound on that today because I think that, people need to know, because it just doesn't apply when you stop living your life for other people, to other people's narrative. That also applies when you decide you want to go a different direction in life, when you want to achieve, when you want to acquire things. It could be something very small. Like, man, you could have got you a new Toyota off the lot, man. You're gonna have haters for whatever reason, man. It just it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Hey, your daughter or son, high achievement, whether it's athletically, scholarly, whatever it is. People are envious of that because their kids are not doing it, man. So you have to be prepared to get it from all angles. But this is not to be afraid or dislike it. No. Embrace it. Embrace it and love the haters, man, because that's their job. Their job is here to hate. There's always going to be somebody there's always going to be players, and there's always going to be fans. A lot of the fans hate. That's their job. Allow them to do that. You be the player that you are.
I like that, boy. Players and fans, but that's true, man. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it feels like to be a hater. I mean, I don't even know what that feels like, man, because
I,
I like seeing people win. I like seeing people happy. I like seeing people work hard and have success.
yeah.
For me, man, one of my good dudes, man, I met him when he was 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was playing ball. He played ball at East Carolina. Then he came down here, and he was just pretty much going through some things. My boy, I call him my little brother. His name is Brandon, actually, but Brandon Floyd. He owns Level Up Fitness at Ponte Vedra, man. So, um, you know, I was a general manager at the time, and I was a general manager of Bailey's at Atlantic Beach when it used to be out there. And he was a trainer, man. But I mean, the thing about it is where he is now, man. It's just like, and we bounced ideas off each other, man. And people have asked, Sean, is there any, enviousness or jealousy between you and Brandon? I'm like, nah, man. I said, dude,
Yeah.
listen, I'm not even built that way. And I was like, but when I got my first studio, Brandon was thinking about getting a studio, and he was just asking me about square footage, and I just talked him through the whole thing, man. Just gave him the whole rundown, man. When you get to certain places in life, man, that's the problem with some people. They'll reach a pinnacle of success, and they don't want to help nobody else,
Yeah.
get to a place or give them any information or any data or anything like that. For me, man, haters ain't nothing but motivators. So I'm not going to hate on another brother doing just as good as me, or hate on the next brother that's even doing better than me. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Because when you are focused on a task at hand, it's just like the post I made about the dude talking in the background about successful people. Here's the thing about successful people. Successful people block out all distractions, and that includes the haters are a part of that distraction, but they
Yeah.
block them out. A successful person can be, no matter how much noise is going around them, they can be focused on the task at hand. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, and people who aren't doing nothing, people who are doing less than you. That people who are doing less than you always gonna be talking about you.
Yeah.
A person on your equal playing field or even higher, they not even talking about you like that. They not even hating. When you win, they like, hell yeah, cheering you on,
Yeah.
because they don't know what it feels like to be a hater, so to speak. Haters, that people who hate, their success is limited. They don't reach
Yeah.
the hierarchies of success, or they don't reach the pinnacles of success of having their own power and their own voice to where they work for themselves. They to become, and I tell people, people's like, who's a boss? I said, a person who's a boss is a person who works for themselves, a person who has all the power, a person who has a
Yep.
voice. When you go in and I want people to really think about this. I'm not saying because I've been a 9 to 5 person, but when you go and clocking on somebody else's clock, there's a big difference between that and the person who is the clock.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it
there's a
is.
big difference. So haters are people who are always doing less than you. And when you put it in that proper perspective, you can ignore the haters. You see them, but and you got to live by them. I live by the motto like this: I know you don't want me to shine, but I'm gonna shine anyway.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, B? I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah, and you gotta, like you
Yeah.
say, you gotta have thick skin. Just look in the world of athletics and entertainment, and
Right.
no matter what you do, no matter how you are, no matter how good of a person you are, no matter your achievements, someone is always going to dislike you for whatever reason, and for no reason at all. It's just that's
Right.
hate is something that drives people. And those who can turn into something positive, they could change some things. But for the most part, people just hate just to hate. I mean, think about this. YouTube is taking the dislike button down. If that's not a shot to the haters, man, you taking the dislike button down, but they're doing that for other reasons. They want to stop certain videos from getting millions of dislikes. Like every time the White House put out a video, get like 1.6 million dislikes. So they want to stop stuff like that because they don't want to discourage people from um, consuming information that they deem is valuable information. So if somebody look at the video and they see 1.6 million dislikes, oh, this must be false. This is some terrible stuff. So I'm not going to watch the video. That's why they're taking it down. But
Mm.
besides that situation, it's the haters, man. You can have a video of kittens, puppies, and babies, and somebody gonna dislike the video. I mean, there's something like you don't like kittens, puppies, or babies. You can have a video of a very a nice moment. It could be a wedding, something beautiful. I mean, just something in general that's beautiful, and it has dislikes on it, man. It's just people gonna like it for no reason, man. It's just what it is. But even with that said, you gotta have thick skin, man. We've seen so many athletes, entertainers, stars, or just people I know in general, man. They care too much about what the public has to say about them. When Kevin Durant is number one on my list. He had created burner accounts on Twitter to talk trash to fans. Like, I mean, that's a whole different level of petty right there, you know.
Are you
But you
serious?
got, but you gotta let that you
Come
gotta
on,
let it go,
B.
man.
He didn't do that, did he?
I promise. It was found out. He did do it. He did do it.
Boy, that's the definition of pick. Come on, Kevin. Come on,
Yeah,
Kevin,
the
man.
hate he got from Golden State changed. It turned him into another person, man. He's like he goes from being beloved to all of a sudden all of this hate, and you got to embrace it. You got to embrace the bad guy. Now, that's one thing about it. LeBron tried to embrace the bad guy. And he found out that I'm not that guy. So he said I got to just be me. But hey, if you can embrace the bad guy, embrace the bad guy, man. Soak up in the
Right,
hate.
right. I can't believe that Kevin Durant did that, man.
Thin skin, man.
That's just crazy, man. And the one thing I realized by when you have to live in your true transparency and your butt naked truth, and doing what you feel compelled to do or staying in your vision or whatever, you can't, when you're worried about what people think of you, what that does, that holds you back, man. That takes you out of your vision, that takes you off focus because then you start making moves based off the opinions of public perception. And you can't, there's no greatness in that, man. Greatness
Yeah.
comes from taking risks. Greatness comes from adversity and defying the beating the odds. So if you can't, if you are going to just live your life based off of what people say, man, you just existed, man. That's not even living. But
Yeah.
you selling yourself extremely short when you do that. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Living your life that way, is you're gonna be miserable. One thing about the hate is you can't be a victim. I see it all the time. Those that get hate and they instantly turn into a victim. Oh, look at them! Look what they're saying about me. Look what they're doing. Look how they're doing these things and what they've said. And you play a victim, like and not to bash on her, but Lizzo does it all the time. Lizzo will put out a video or something like that, her and either her dancing or acting silly, or her in something scantily clad, or just something you like, you probably shouldn't do that. And then she gets hate for it. People like, you need to put your clothes on, you need to lose weight, you need to do this. And then she gets on social media crying about the way people act, but she does it over and over and over again. So you like the hate because you like the attention, but then you play the victim afterwards. That I hate that. I hate that so much, man.
wow. I didn't even know she did that.
Yeah,
I
she
guess
does it all the time.
I'm not into her like that, so I don't know the moves that she making, but
She's
yeah,
it's a few of them that do it too.
that's bad, man. To do something then play victim afterwards, man. If you're gonna do anything, stay true to it. And when you're original, when if you choose to be original, it's hard for people to duplicate you.
Yeah,
Because you're original. When you do the little boy that cried wolf thing, the old, the distress lady all the time, man, then that's gonna get old very quickly. You not where's the true authenticity in what you're trying to create or pretty much become in that sense, man. So that's the part
yeah,
you know, when you succumb to the haters, man, and you worry about what they say, man, what somebody say or think of you, um, that doesn't depend, that doesn't dictate what your worth is, man. That's just their opinion,
yeah,
I mean, and then, you know, here's my thing. It's like, if a person knows me, we got some history, their opinion is going to carry some weight, just a
yeah,
little bit, not a lot, but I'm going to kind of sit up a little bit and just listen to what they say because we got history. We know each other. They know me. But public perceptions and public opinion, y'all fools don't know me, man. So but I say this all the time, Brandon. A man or woman's uneducated opinion is only as great as the knowledge is of the subject. I'm the subject. And if
yeah,
you have no knowledge of me, your opinion carries no weight, zero. And I try to tell people when you live like that, you have so much power
yeah,
because you looking at them like you don't know me. So I don't give a damn about what you think. Now, Brandon, on the other hand, I know this cat. So when this cat has something to say when it's coming at me, I'm going, like I said, I'm going to sit up and I'm going to at least entertain what he's saying.
yeah. At
You,
least,
your opinion is going to turn on deaf ears because you have no knowledge of the subject of me.
yeah,
So people, Brandon's trying to get out to y'all. You can't worry about the haters. You
yeah.
have to embrace them.
You got to embrace it, man. Yeah, yeah. You have to embrace it, man. And also you have to embrace the haters, and these are the haters where you'll have these people in your corner and didn't know they were haters, and they come
Right.
out as haters. You're gonna have
Right.
those people as well,
Right.
because as long as you are on a certain level and you stay at that same level, and the people around you, certain people around you, they're on that level, or they may be a little higher than you, and then you decide that you want to, as they say, level up, and you want to achieve, and they start to discourage you. They start to
Right.
say, "Oh man, come on, dog. You can't start that business. You can't do that's a risk. You need to keep that job. You need to keep that security, keep that insurance. You don't need to do this. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's good for you to do." People are going to discourage you. But once again, embrace that as well. Say, "Oh, okay. Oh, you don't think? Okay, all right, cool. Let me show you
Right.
what I can do."
Right.
You know, and with those people, hey, just let them be who they are, because then you find out very quickly. You was like, "Oh, I thought this was a day one person. I thought this somebody was down," but come to find out, the whole time they're envious, and
Mm.
they're only around you probably to make themselves feel better. Like, yeah, we about on the same level. I'm doing a
Right.
little
Right.
better than him. Oh, wait a
Right.
minute, who told him to start doing better? Who's told him to start achieving? What's going on with this?
Right. Right.
And
Right.
a real friend who sees that, and they're like, "Oh, I'm the real friend's like, yo, he ain't leaving me behind. Yo, what's up? What's the secret sauce, Sean? What you got going on? Hey, bro,
Right.
what,
Right.
what's your
Right.
what's your
Right.
6 month plan? What's your year plan?
Right.
Hey,
Right.
put me on
Right.
game. Hit me to it,
Right.
instead of
Right.
saying, instead of hating. Yeah,
Right. Right.
man, how about you congratulate? Don't hate, man. Don't hate.
Yeah, man. So I got a lot of well, my circle pretty small, but the dudes that's in my circle, man, they're successful cats, man. And but my thing about it is that our mindsets are kind of like the same, to where
Yeah,
we gravitate towards whatever the other person is doing, because everybody is doing well in their own right. So we gravitate towards that, man. That there's no envious and there's no jealousy, because I can spot that dead on. I've seen people, man, who have friends, and I've told them, it's like, listen, man, that person. I said, listen, all I'm saying is that that person is very envious of you.
yeah,
There's a sense of little jealousy there. I said, but you can take it for what it's worth. But if that's your friend, you know, you just got to be careful. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because it comes out, man, and when you see it, because your friends, man, your true friends should want to see you happy. They should want to see you elevate, and they should want to see you grow, even if you surpass them.
yeah,
For me, when I see my friends doing well, my four dudes that's in my circle, um, that we are close, it just what it does, man. It inspires me to dig deeper. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And I get motivated by that. And it's not even a competition. It's just like, you know what? I got to step my game up just a little bit more. I got to dig deeper just a little bit more. But for me, my friends who have small businesses, my couple of friends that do, it's like we pretty much bounce ideas off each other. It's almost like, man, everybody eating. Let's just encourage each other and help each other to eat a little bit more. But not everybody can
yeah,
do that, man, without seeing it as a competition. You got to understand your competition. You are your only competition. So,
yeah,
man, but yeah, again, man, people just succumb to the pitfalls of the hate, man, and they they fall into it, man. They get distracted. You can't be distracted on that path of success, man. You got to stay focused, man, in order to become successful in anything. So,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
and
got
it
players and you got fans, like you said, B.
Yeah, laser focus. Laser
Right,
focus is what you need to have. I think it's
right,
Wale. I don't want to. I think it's Wale. He said, "Me versus me, the only battle y'all gonna get to see." Yeah. So I mean that
right,
that it's laser focus. It's what's needed to achieve. Anybody who's
right,
achieved anything great, no matter the industry, no matter the field, they focused on that, and they focused on that tirelessly, and they
right,
worked at it. It didn't come overnight. They
Right.
put the work in to get to where they are. So
Right.
at no point should any outside forces, anything said outside of your circle should matter, because you shouldn't hear, majority of you shouldn't hear anyway, because you should be focused on the task at hand.
Right.
You'll have people around you here and say something to you about it, but no, you need to be focused. Now, the ones that you do need to focus on, because when things don't add up, you need to start subtracting. So when those people, especially family, if family become a problem, I mean, you let it go. Out.
You
Out.
have
You
to.
gotta go. You gotta go. Family, friends, acquaintances, business relationship, whatever it is. Don't be afraid to cut the cord out. You have to go, man. People
Right.
always give away that blood. Oh, blood is thicker than water, and that's so. A lot of times that's just an excuse for somebody to continue to abuse you. That's all.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
Hey, that's your family. Oh yeah, okay. Well, act like family then. You know.
Right. 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 Hey man, that reminds me when you talk about family. You see man, this it's hot, man. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
The little mini series on Netflix with Kevin Hart called True Story.
I watched a little bit of that with you. I gotta
Oh
watch the whole
my
thing.
man, listen, man. See, and sometimes it be the person closest to you, man. His brother just been mooching off of him for years, And I mean, Wesley Snipes is good at what he does, man.
Yeah.
But he just his mannerisms are even of the natural moocher. I mean, he got the moocher mannerism.
Oh yeah.
It just
Yeah.
he just moved like he mooching off it, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you just have to be very careful, man. Sometimes you have to cut off the people that's close to you too, man. And, when it comes to that hate, man, because all that does is when you get distracted, is when you succumb to the distraction of the hate, okay, and you start to succumb into it, what that does, whatever you was focused on, now you don't have no focus
Yeah.
because you're entertaining the haters. What you can't do to the haters is entertain them. You have to come to, I like to call it the mastering of giving them the silent FU.
Yeah.
I give silent FUs on a daily basis, and I'm very proud to be a silent FU member. I'm a
Yeah.
lifetime member of the silent FU. I'm
Yes.
part of the silent FU club, and listen, the membership is free. Or you may have to
Mm-hmm.
just contact me, chairman of the board, and I will make you a member. It's a free membership. There's no cost. There's no annual fee. There's
Yeah.
nothing. Just contact me, and you too can be a member of the Silent FU Club.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, it works, me. It works.
It's very freeing. Weight lifted off of my shoulders when you say effort, man. You say
Yeah,
effort to the
man.
people,
Right,
situations, all of that, man. You just let it go. Just let it
right.
go.
You
Let it
have
go
to.
by the wayside. Yeah.
You have to.
And like you said, it takes you off your focus. That's why we say
Right,
be prepared for it. Be prepared for it. Know it's coming. Know it's gonna come at all different
right.
types of angles. You don't want to be caught by surprise by it, because
Hmm.
I think Jackie Chan said it best in the newer version of the Karate Kid with Will Smith's son Jaden. He said your focus needs more focus, and you can't focus if you focus on what people are saying. Focus on the task at hand. I told a buddy a while back, I said that you have to remember, this is your baby. This is your baby. Nobody can take care of this baby like you are going to take care of this baby. Some people can
Hmm.
babysit. That's very, very few. And
Right,
even fewer people can raise this baby. But nobody can raise this baby and care for this baby the way you can, because it's
right,
yours. It's your vision, not
right,
theirs. And you
right,
have to
right,
remember that.
right, right. And yeah, that's just real talk, man. But people, you know, and I talk about this all the time because people like, Sean, how do you do, because people ask me, how do you stay focused? You got this, you got this, you got that, you got that. I said, well, you're going to get tired of hearing me saying this, but I say this word a lot. I said, compartmentalization, man. You have to
Yeah.
become a master of compartmentalization, man. And I said
Yeah.
that takes years, it takes practice, and it takes focus. It takes focus because if I if I had to if I had no compartmentalization, man, off all the stuff I've been through in 2.5 years, there would be no focus, bro.
Yeah.
And then with all that stuff, you got negativity too as well that you got to deal with. The common negativity that you got to deal with and go back and forth with people. You just got to be very, very careful when it comes to that, man. So you have to become a master of compartmentalization. That's another thing that goes along with, you know, turning a deaf ear to the haters, just realizing. And if nobody ain't, when you got haters, man, you're doing something right. I'm just telling you, you
Yeah.
are on top of your game when you got haters. I mean, you're really on top of your game or your craft, whatever you're doing when you have the haters, man. And it's okay, man. Let them motivate you. Let them add fuel to your fire. And you use that negativity, that arsenal, and you turn that around to a positive, man. It's just all the way how you look at things and how you view things. But compartmentalization, when you can put things in its place and deal with them when they need to be dealt with, hey man, you'll be amazed of how much you can get done because compartmentalization allows you to stay focused.
Yeah. And you, man,
Yeah.
you are correct when you say you are doing something right when you have haters. For example, only the few times that I've been a hater in my life, probably when it comes to sports. And it's because said individual is good. I've never hated on a player that wasn't good. I hate him
Right.
because he's good. I hated Peyton Manning for a long time. Peyton Manning is good.
Yeah,
I
he's
hate,
good.
I hate it, dude. I can't stand Paul Pierce. Oh my God, Paul Pierce is so annoying. But Paul Pierce was good. It is what it is, man.
The truth,
Hey,
the truth,
the truth. He was good, man. I couldn't
the
stand
truth.
Jason Terry in that bullet head, man. I can get a little bullet looking like Wayne head. Jason Terry was good though.
It's good,
Hey,
man.
it's just, I mean, it is what it is. So he's right, man. When you reach a certain level and you start to achieve, the haters going to come out naturally. That's what it is, man.
One of
That's what it
my
is.
big, one of my, and people are not going to like this when I say this, especially because I'm a diehard Baltimore Ravens fan. But my thing about
Mm-hmm.
it is man, I've got to give that respect. One of my biggest people that I admire,
Yeah.
who succumbs to some severe, horrendous, horrible hate to the highest point of hativity,
Mm-hmm.
if hativity was a word, is Tom
Mm-hmm.
Brady. It's Tom
Top,
Brady.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
is my holy grail of what you
Yes.
do to embrace the hate. And I'm gonna tell you why. People say, I can't believe you get this dude his props, whatever, whatever, whatever. I said, okay, I'm gonna break down why I like Tom Brady and why it was hard for me to start liking him, but he won me over. I'm gonna tell you this, because I'm this type of dude. I'm a mental dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a mental dude. I'm driven mentally. Nothing
Yeah.
drives me. This drives me. This the only way I think I can be defeated is lest you defeat this. And to defeat my mindset, your mindset got to be deeper, more vast, more positive than mine. That's probably the only way you could probably defeat it. But so my thing about it is that people will say, well, how do you sustain fitness for so long? How are you looking like that at that age or whatever?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with my strength. This has nothing to do with my muscles. This right here is that computer that's like giving up and quitting is not an option. Being mediocre is not an option. Being just average, it's not an option.
Yeah.
Looking like you are 82 when you 52, it is not an option for me.
Yes.
Allowing everything to go south to where it just gels together is not an option. Not caring about my body is not an option. Not loving myself, it ain't no freaking option. Why I
Yeah.
love Tom Brady so much because that dude is mentally driven. He said why people have a hard time beating me is that they not willing to give up what I'm willing to give up, and I'm willing to give up everything. That's
Yes.
family included.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
that brother said that he is willing to sacrifice everything, he said, people will not get me. They don't get me because they think everything else is. He said, I'm not driven by the money. I'm not driven by the materialistic things. I'm not driven by the cars. I'm not driven by the notoriety. I am driven by this.
Yes.
This is the thing that drives me, and this is why people can't defeat me. They will always struggle because I'm mentally driven. They are driven by something else. When you're driven by something else, you will never be able to trump or beat or defeat a mentally driven person. That's why
No.
you can't beat them. That's why you can't get to them. That's why when you think they down, and you may see them down. I just saw this joker in jail last year. And that joker in a year's time ain't missed a beat. You know why? He's mentally driven. A mentally
Yep.
driven person, you cannot defeat them. I'm sorry. That's your answer. And then because people, they surface think. They don't think beyond the surface. That's why your body look the same every year. You
Yep.
you 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 are dependent on your muscles and your strength and your endurance and your stamina. That ain't got nothing to do with you transforming your body. This changes everything. Change
Mindset.
your mind, change your life. That's it, baby. That's it.
That's it. That's
That's
it.
it, baby.
That is it.
If that was my final thought, that would be my final thought, baby. That's my final
Yeah.
thought. Because this is
Yeah.
11:35.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. So, and you're right. You have to change your mindset. Like you say, Brady is, mentally driven. Brady has a ravenous hunger. After 7 championships, he still has it. Now, I did see where he did hint at finally talk about retirement and the ways of thinking about retirement. So that means he's on his way out. They say as soon as you
Right.
start talking retirement, you pretty much done. But hey, congratulations already on a spectacular career. Because I said it before, after Brady won his 4th Super Bowl, I said that just like LeBron James, there's nothing that they can do to boost their resume in my eyes because you're already one of the best that ever did it. You just adding on to it. Now you just adding on to your legacy. Yeah, you adding on to your legacy. But one of the ones that I respected too, and he gets a lot of hate, is Bill Belichick. And like you said, and it's the same reason. It's the same reason. For me, if you told me, say, Brandon, all 32 teams want you to come to their facility and they want you to shadow the head coach, the GM, the owner, and all of that, what organization would you want to go to be able to shadow them for a couple of months or so and to learn the ropes? Where would you go? It's no question where I'm going. It's New England. I want to pick Bill Belichick's brain. Only one outside of that organization is Alabama with Nick Saban. I want to sit by greatness and watch them move, watch them do everything. I don't even want to hear them talk a whole lot. I just want to watch them. I just want to watch them, man. I want to see. I want them to model themselves in front of me, and then I'm going to emulate those things. That's what I want to see. But what do haters do? Haters see that and they're like, oh man, he's no good. He's not that good. He's Bill Belichick. He's not the greatest. You know, who cares? Joe Montana's the greatest. Don Shula's the greatest. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. No. Congratulate. Don't hate, man. Congratulate. Don't hate. But let's get these final thoughts in before we get up out of here. So my final thought is hate will consume you. If you feed into the hate, it can consume you. You watch it consume people around you. Those bitter people, those people who have nothing going on, those people that can't get out of their own way, those people that blame others for their situation, those people right there, hate has consumed them, man. Hey, it's like those a manhole cover medallion hanging around their neck, and it's just dragging them down wherever they go. That's what that is like. It will consume you. So you have to let it go, man. There's no reason. Let it go. Because as soon as put it this way, if you're hating on someone and you're disliking someone, your ass is not doing enough to improve yourself. Grandma always said it. Granny always said it, man. There's always work to be done. So at no point should you have energy for hating. That's it, man.
That's it, man. Boy, but that was a great final thought, man. We finna wrap it up, folks. I mean, that was good. That was good. That boy good. Yeah,
For sure,
man.
man.
So,
For
well,
sure.
we got another show tomorrow. Yeah,
Oh
B,
yeah,
we got another show.
we on yours.
Yeah, we're on mine tomorrow, man, at 12, man. On 12, man.
12
And
o'clock.
tomorrow's title is I can't even I can't I can't even laugh. I can't even say it without laughing. Tomorrow's title is When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.
Goes wrong. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah,
When keeping it real goes wrong.
goes terribly wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just here to tell you, man. I'm just here to tell you. When keeping it real goes wrong, baby.
Yeah.
That's
For
gonna be a good
sure.
one.
For
Yeah.
sure. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Follow Sean Taylor on all his platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the FIMP group, Tailor Made for You. Follow him on all those. Tomorrow we'll be back on his podcast, and I'll share it on my page so you guys can see it. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hey, but until tomorrow, we are out of here.
Out.
Peace
Peace.
out, y'all.